Guys, it's your girl T, and I'm back with another recap of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, aka The Bold and the Ratchet. So this week has been really crazy for me, you guys. Thank you for all the support and all the love that I've been receiving on Facebook. I've had quite a few photo shoots, and I'm also helping with LA Fashion Week, and so it's been insane. I'm working with a new designer. She's young and she's up and coming, so we're helping with casting of the models for her swimsuit line. And then today I had to go interview her, the models, the jewelry designer. So I've been busy, but not too busy to check out Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, aka The Bold and the Ratchet. So let's go ahead and get this recap started ASAP. So in the opening scene, we have Soulja Boy, Omarion, and Little Fizz, and they're sitting there playing basketball. They stop playing basketball to sit down and talk about family life and how much their lives have changed over the past few years. And it's really interesting to see these three guys. You know, I feel like they've grown up right before our eyes. I remember when they first came on the scene, B2K and Omarion. I remember when Soulja Boy got his deal at 16 and everybody was doing that damn dance. Soulja Boy up in this hole, watch me roll. You that was my dance. I still know that damn dance to this damn day, okay? So it's really funny to see how much they've grown. Soulja Boy's talking about having Nia move in with him, and he's also stating that he's ready to be a stepfather and he wants to really be there for Nia's daughter. And he looks at Nia's daughter like that's his own child. Omarion is talking about his baby that he has coming on the way and how, you know, he's kind of stressed out because his mother and April don't get along. And the Little Fizz is talking about how he wants to move Amanda in with him so Amanda can start being a stepmom to his son, Cameron. And so it's just funny to see how much these guys have grown and where they're at in their relationships with these females. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we meet up with Miss Nikki Baby, and Miss Nikki Baby is meeting up with her mama, and her mama is off the damn chain. They're in the restaurant talking, and her mom wants to know what's going on with her and Molly. And Miss Nikki decides to lie and basically say that her and Molly are engaged, and her mom is not too happy. But the mother starts cracking me up because she starts talking about Ray J and Ray J's package and how big it is. I'm like, why is the mom coming off like a damn hood rat her damn self? You know, but Nikki's telling her mom that she really likes Molly, but that she's disappointed because as soon as she broke up with Molly and they went their separate ways, within a week he was messing with this girl. So she ends up showing the mother the picture of Masika, and the mother's like, you know what? She's a cubic zirconia. And Nikki's like, oh hell no, that bitch is a rhinestone. And the mama's like, yeah, he had no business replacing you with a rhinestone. You're a diamond. And I'm like, okay mama, I know that's your daughter and you love her and everything, but you're slightly reaching, because if she was a diamond, she would not have to have tens and thousands of dollars worth of plastic surgery to shine bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when you're a diamond, you're flawless. You don't have to change nothing about you. You're beautiful naturally. So being that she's had a lot of plastic surgery, Miss Nikki Baby is also equivalent to a rhinestone. But that's just my opinion. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we're meeting up with Miss Hazel E. And Miss Hazel E. is finally excited because she can invite young Berg back to her place. And she doesn't have to deal with Tia Marie giving her the side eye or judging her. And young Berg, once again, looks like he's about 15 years old. And this dude is just a trip. So he's going over to Hazel E's apartment. And, you know, Hazel E wants to get freaky with him, but she also wants to take everything to the next level. Young Berg just wants to get drunk and get laid. You know, he's taking absolute shots straight to the head. He's making sure that Hazel E's ass is taken to the head. All he wants is for him and her to be drunk so they can have drunk sex. So then they end up hooking up, and the next morning Hazel E wakes up. I don't know if the bitch got a hangover or what the hell's wrong with her, but all of a sudden she feels that young Berg needs to make a decision right there and then. He needs to decide if he's going to be with her because she can't take any more of this in and out, and she feels like he's using her. And young Berg is looking like, bitch, I just woke up. I got drunk last night. I done got laid. I'm not trying to hear none of this shit. And she's like, you need to tell me because I've been down for you. I've been holding you down. It seems like you only want to come over here and have sex with me. I thought being that you came over here and we hooked up, that'd make you want to be with me. And young Berg is like, no, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I'm trying to do me. You know what I mean? I have several girls that I'm dealing with and you're not my main chick. It's like this girl does not understand plain English. Young Berg is basically telling you, bitch, the pussy is good, but I'm not trying to be with you like that because there's a whole sea full of damn pussy. You feel me? It's like young Berg is making it crystal clear, but her only response is, what do you mean? What are you saying? It's like, bitch, do I have to jump in the scene and read to you what the hell he's reading off his script? I mean, Hazel E is a damn trip. It's like whatever this dude tells her, she gets upset with him, and it's like he's telling you the truth. I don't like young Berg whatsoever, but I can say I do respect him for being honest. So many times as women, we cry about men not being honest. We cry about men wanting their cake and eating it too. We cry about men fucking with me and fucking with you and fucking with her and with this chick and that chick, the mama, the baby mama. We complain, but this dude is making it painfully obvious that he does not want to be with her. He's not that into you, Hazel E. It's like, how much clearer can young Berg make it? You know, and then she's like, okay, well, fine. Can you take me to the ASCAP Awards? And young Berg is like, no, I don't want to be known publicly as your boyfriend. I'm not ready to introduce you to the public yet. I'm going there by myself. I'm going there single. And then she just starts bugging out on him. He's like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Bitch, I don't know if you bipolar. You need to take your medicine. I just came here to hook up with you. Now you're tripping on some lovey-dovey shit. I don't cuddle. And young Berg just leaves her, and poor Miss Hazel E starts breaking down crying. I'm like, bitch, if you don't pick yourself up, you look pitiful as hell on television right now, boo. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Amanda and Little Fizz. And Little Fizz is taking Amanda on a gondola ride down in Venice Beach. I haven't been yet, but I've heard about it. Hopefully I'll get a date one day and they can take me down there because I want to check it out. Because this scene was so romantic. I was like, oh, tear. I love Little Fizz and I love Amanda. And basically Little Fizz is saying that he went to go speak to Moniece and he talked to her and that he stood up for Amanda and he let Moniece know, you're not going to disrespect my girlfriend. I love her. And she's been more of a mother to Cameron than you have. And Amanda's proud of Little Fizz for basically standing up for her and having her back. So Little Fizz is telling Amanda that, you know what, I want you to move in with me and Cameron. I want you to be a full-time mom. And, you know, and I want you to be a mother to my son. I want us to be a family. And Amanda's really, really hesitant. She's like, you know, I don't know, this just seems a lot. And then Little Fizz says that he's had problems with her and infidelity in the past, that supposedly Amanda cheated on him, but he's wanting to give her another try. My thing is this, okay? While I like them together, this is what a lot of young girls need to understand, okay? Cameron is not Amanda's child. And when you take on the role as a stepmother, as somebody else, you're taking on a big responsibility. Now, I find it funny that he's so ready to move her into the household and have her play the role of a mother, but he's not talking my wife and her up. And that's my issue with the whole situation. If she's good enough to be a mother to your child and she's good enough to move in, why is she not good enough to marry? You know, make this shit legit. You know what I mean? If you really want a relationship, you really want a family, you really want to show her that you want to be faithful to her and that she should be faithful to you, get married. Make it, you know, solidify the union. You know, so, and I feel Amanda with her being hesitant because it's a lot, you know, especially when you don't have no kids. Now, if you have kids, and even with kids, it can be a lot to take on somebody else's kids. You know, I have two myself, and it can be a lot to, you know, to deal with somebody else's kids and to play mother to somebody else's children. That can definitely be a lot. But when you don't have kids, I mean, I would say for any chick who doesn't have kids, I don't know about jumping in and playing the role of a mother. You know, enjoy your life. Enjoy, you know, doing you. Because if you wanted to be a mother, hell, you could get knocked up your damn self and start raising the kid, you know. Now, I respect Amanda for treating Cameron like hers and doing everything that she wants to do. But I also feel like Little Fizz is kind of pressuring her and it's kind of scaring her and making her back up. So I think Little Fizz needs to just kind of chill a little bit and then let her decide when she's ready if she wants to move in and play that wifey mother role. You know, but like I said, it just kind of bothers me. He's ready to take it to the next level with her and make her a mother and do all this stuff and have her do all these wifely duties, but he ain't said shit about putting a ring on her damn finger. So that's just what I'm thinking with the whole situation. He wants to make this a real union, a real family. He should really think about marrying Amanda because she seems like a really sweet girl. I'm sure they had their issues in the past, but it seems like they're really trying to work it out. And thus far, they're my favorite couple after Omarion and April because April's funny as hell. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Morgan and Tiara. They're basically coming together to reconcile their friendship. And basically, you know, Morgan is saying that she feels like Ray J was in the wrong as well, but that Tiara Marie needs to calm down and stop drinking so much. And now they're BFFs again. You know, I just love how scripted this is. They hadn't seen each other, talked to each other in months. Now they can just pick up right where they left off. Okay, sure. So with that being said, Miss Morgan decides to invite Masika over because she wants to get to the bottom of everything that's going on with Masika and Nikki baby because she feels like Masika's telling her one thing about Molly and and Miss Nikki Baby's telling her another thing, and because she's friends with both of them, she feels like she's caught in the middle, and that she doesn't want to be messy, and she wants to be this good Samaritan and bring all these women together. We all know in the world of love and hip-hop, ATL, New York, and now Hollywood, if you bring a bunch of pretty catty-ass women together, it's gonna be nothing but drama. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene we have Omarion, and Omarion and April getting ready for the baby shower. April looks really cute with her little see-through dress. She looks really cute pregnant. She wears everything in her belly. You can't even tell she's pregnant by her face. She's a really pretty girl. And Omarion is just happy. You know, he wants his mom to be there. He wants Leslie to be there. And he talks to his mom before they walk up. You know, don't start no drama, Mom. You know, just be calm. I'm glad you came. This is going to be your grandson. And the mom automatically has an attitude. And Omarion's like, you know, just calm down. You know, we have guests here. So April comes up to come talk to her. And it's like she has a screw face on. And this shit just kind of just irritates me because it's like it should not be like this. You should not act like you're dating your son. This is your son. This is your soon-to-be grandchild. And this is the mother of that grandchild. And, you know, it's like, show her some respect. And she's automatically popping off on April. And April's like, well, you know, we never really got to finish discussing, you know, all the drama that we had that day at dinner. You know, we kind of brushed everything under the rug. And Omarion's like, you know what? No, this is not the time to talk about this. This is the baby shower. We have guests. They start kind of going back and forth, and Leslie's like, you know what, I just don't think you're ready. You know, I think you're spoiled. I had Omari at 16. I was not ready. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know, fight tooth and nail, and I had to work hard, and I had to do this, this, and that, and I feel like you're not ready. You're getting everything handed to you. And I'm looking at her like, bitch, are you for real? So you're mad because she's with your son who's well-to-do, and you got knocked up at 16 by a damn drug dealer who left you and got locked up and, you know, was messing with other women. It's like, you know, I hate when women get older and they get bitter. You know, everybody goes through their life experiences, and whatever your path is, whatever path is for you is what God set for you. You feel me? At that point in time, it was meant for Leslie and Omari's dad to get together. You know, I feel like everything happens for a reason. You can't get mad because your destiny went one way and hers is going another way. And plus, Omari and April are a lot older. They're not 16. These two are in their late 20s. And I feel like she's bitter about that she's not living the life that she would have envisioned for herself had she not gotten pregnant at 16. But instead of looking at it like as a blessing, like, you know what, I had him young, I was a young mom, but obviously I did a good job because look at my son. You know, he's handling his business. He's not a teen father. You know, he's, you know, with this woman. They've been together for a while. They got a kid on the way. But Omarion overall is a good dude. You don't hear about him going to jail, you know, getting locked up. He's a really cool dude. I remember I went to his concert in Vegas, and he was just so humble. You know, he was just pleasing the crowd. You know, I really like Omarion. You know, so I'm just kind of disgusted by his mom's attitude. And her whole thing is, you know, I'm sick. I'm sick. You know, like he owes her something. I mean, damn, if you're sick, go get your ass on Medicaid somewhere. Go get some Social Security. Why is it Omarion's job to take care of your medications? Hell, I'm sick too. And I would never sit there and depend on my son to take care of my health. It's nobody else's job to pay for anything. If he chooses to pay for it, that's cool. But it's obvious her seizure medicine and everything else is really expensive. And he may not be able to pay for everything like that right out, you know, with her not having insurance. And then on top of that, they got a baby on the way. They got bills. It ain't like they making all this money from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You know, so I just feel like his mom's a little bit overbearing, and she comes off as slightly disturbing like these other mamas like Mama D and, you know, Jim Jones's mama Nancy. It's just a bit much. Let your sons grow up. You know, let them form their own relationships. Let them be with their own females. Stop with these damn complexes. I mean, these mothers just creep me out. I'm like, I just hope to God I'm not like that when my son gets in his 20s and he gets into a relationship. I hope I'm not clingy. I hope I'm the type of mama who has her own damn life. Like my mom. My mom don't get involved in our relationships. She doesn't sit there and tell me and my brothers what we should do and who we should be with. She lets us live our lives and make our own mistakes. So I just find this just really, really strange how these mothers on these reality TV shows are so damn overbearing. It makes no sense whatsoever. Moving on to the next scene, because damn it, Leslie done pissed me off. She got me ranting and shit. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we're at the ASCAP award, and, you know, Hazel E decides to bring Masika with her. She's like, you know what, young Berg ain't the only one who can get into the ASCAP awards. I got connections too, boo. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna need you to calm down. It's just the ASCAP awards, honey. It's not the Grammys, okay? Thank you. So anyways, they get to the ASCAP award. Lo and behold, in all its scripted splendid glory, there goes young Berg in some pretty little dime piece on his arm. And Hazel E is pissed off. She's like, hold up, I know that's not young Berg. I know he did not come up here and show up with the date after he told me that he couldn't bring me because he doesn't do females at award shows. And Masika's like, damn, what the hell is that about? I thought that was your man. What's he doing with her? So now, you know, Hazel E has to, you know, step it up a notch because Masika's here and she's watching and stuff like that. So Hazel E walks up to Young Berg and the girl, and Young Berg attempts to give her a hug, and Hazel's like, nah, don't touch me, you got me fucked up. And Young Berg is like, you know, what's the problem? And she's like, who's this bitch? You know, I thought you weren't gonna bring no female with you. And Young Berg is like, this is my friend, you know, we just happen to run into each other, so I decided to bring her at the last minute. And Hazel E's like, oh, so you can bring her, but you can't bring me? And you told me that you didn't want no females around you? And Young Berg is looking like, bitch, so what? I changed my mind. I was sitting there like, who the fuck is this damn Big Bird looking bitch? You know, the girl's just sitting there not saying anything, and Hazel E's popping off on the girl, and it's like, why are you going off on the girl when you should just be mad at Young Berg? So finally Young Berg is like, you know, what is the problem? Like, I've been honest with you, you're not my girlfriend, why are you tripping? I mean, he just has this look where he just does not care. It's like he was just sleeping with her the night before, but he has made it clear to her that I don't claim you. This is just about sex. And she can't seem to get that through her little pea brain. So Young Berg is just like, you know what? You know, fall back. You know, don't come over here snapping at me. So then she takes her glass in all its splendid glory, and she just chucks it in Young Berg's direction, and it gets all over, you know, his clothes, and some spills on the date, and a little bit splashed on Masika, and then Hazel E walks off the scene dramatically and starts crying. Moving on to the next dance scene. I can't deal with these two. They get on my damn nerves. So in the next scene, we have Soulja Boy and his goofy self. Soulja Boy decides to step up and do some things for Nia. He decides to put Nia's daughter's playpen together. He puts the playpen together, and then he decides to just jump in and just chill in the playpen with his big grown ass. He reminds me of a big kid. Soulja Boy is just goofy. I like his personality on here. He's just really funny. So Nia is once again nagging. I'm gonna start calling her Nagging Nia because she gets on my damn nerves and her voice is irritating as hell. So she's nagging him about going out on tour, and what do you think? What are you gonna do on tour? And who's gonna be with you on tour? And he's like, you know, I'm just gonna go do me on tour. Well, my dad used to go on tour, and he was married to my mom, and he had 6 kids by 6 different women, and he just kept cheating on my mom, and I'm scared that you might cheat on me while on tour. And I'm just like, can somebody tell her to shut the fuck up because she's getting on my nerves with this voice and, you know, being upset and not wanting to go on tour? It's like, damn, how the hell do you expect him to get his money? Nobody's buying his fucking CDs. He needs to go on tour. If not, you can't live in that lavish house that you're trying to get into, right? So let the man go on tour. And whatever happens, damn happens. And if you don't want to deal with it, then you're free to dismiss yourself. I mean, I don't understand why she's so damn dramatic. Once again, where is this child's father? I want to see the baby's father. I want to see Nia's daughter's father. First of all, the little girl don't look nothing like Nia. She got bright red hair. I want to know who the father is of this child. I really feel like Nia needs to get back with her baby's daddy because she's so desperate for her family. And it's so clearly obvious that Soulja Boy is not ready. I mean, damn it, the fool is sitting there laying in a playpen. What grown father lays in the playpen? You know what I mean? So I just feel like they're just better off as friends. They just really are. You know, I just feel like she's trying to put too much on his plate, and she's just trying to just nag him to death. If at the end of the day, if a dude's gonna cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you either way. And you have a choice, either stay or keep a damn pushing. You know what I'm saying? You should never have to settle. So if your mom chose to settle with your father after he done got 6 different women pregnant, then that was on your mama. Because after the first time, she should have been out. Moving on to the next damn scene. The last and final scene, Morgan, Tierra Marie, Masika, and baby Nikki, or Nikki baby, whatever the hell her name is, they all decide to do the final scene together. So Miss Nikki baby walks in like this sheer lingerie. She looks like a bootleg version of, you know, Kim Kardashian, like her fake plastic surgery shape. And she really looks like Kim Kardashian to me, just a blonde version. And so she comes in, and, you know, you can just tell the tension is there between her and Masika. Masika's looking her up and down. Miss Nikki baby's looking at Masika up and down. I mean, the whole situation is funny. And then they start talking about the big elephant in the room. And the big elephant in the room is Molly. And basically, not Molly's, not popping a Molly, but Molly Mall. And so basically, Masika's saying, you know, well, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. I want to know why you called yourself going off on me on Instagram when I'm Molly's girlfriend. And Miss Nikki's like, bitch, you're not his girlfriend. We took a break. We broke up for a week. You know what I'm saying? He said that all you did was give him head and you guys are not together. And Masika's like, no, that's not true. He took those pictures of me. They're in his phone. I I showed the text messages to Morgan, and Morgan's sitting there with her damn popcorn in the background, like, I saw the text messages, I saw it, yup, he did, So I'm just sitting here laughing at this whole situation, and so Nikki's like, you know what, he can tell you whatever he wants to tell you, but he gave me a ring, and we're together, and blah, 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 and Masika's like, I don't give a fuck, he done took me shopping, I picked out his apartment in LA, and they're just going back and forth, and I'm sitting here like, you guys are grown women. Why are y'all fighting back and forth? Obviously, you know, for us, the viewers on the outside looking in, he's telling her one thing and he's telling you one thing. So why y'all mad at each other? Why don't y'all connect together and then pull a Brandy and Monica? Y'all remember that damn video, The Boy Is Mine? That's what they need to do. They need to pull a damn Brandy and Monica. Just show up at Molly Mall's house, you know what I'm saying, show up uninvited, have Masika hide behind the door, have Miss Nikki, you know, open the door in some sexy see-through lingerie, because that's all she seems to wear, and then when he walks in, Masika pops out, and then his face falls like Kai Pfeiffer. Y'all remember that damn video? That was my shit back in the day. I think they should do that instead of them fighting and going back and forth. You know, they get up and they start throwing hands. And I'm just like, it's just not that damn serious. I look stupid as hell. And the whole time, Molly Mall is sitting there with a damn Stevie J grin on his face because he's succeeding in getting these two girls to, you know, fight over him like all men love to see done. I don't care what no dude says. All guys love when females fight over them. And these two are stupid as hell for fighting over Molly Ma when he's clearly playing the both of them. And then Nikki got the nerve to admit that she's letting Molly Ma hit it raw. It's like, bitch, really? This is the other woman. And you're admitting that you're having sex with him unprotected? If you're having sex with him unprotected, I don't care what Masika says. He's probably having sex with Masika unprotected too. She's just trying to come off like she's a little bit classier because they use condoms. I'm not buying that shit. He's probably hitting both of them off raw. And that shit is just nasty. She should have kept that shit to herself. Miss Nikki Baby definitely has no damn filter. So anyways, that was my recap for this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, aka The Bold and the Ratchet, because all these people are bold and ratchet as hell. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your favorite scene. What did you think about this week's episode? Go ahead and leave your thoughts and make sure you follow me on Twitter. I am @LovelyT. Alright, deuces.